What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Welcome in. I take issue at that man calling me a buffoon.
Oh, I don't. I am a buffoon.
I know there's at least two buffoons on this show.
Oh, okay, plural. It is plural.
Yeah, so he's accurate.
Any of us could not be the buffoon. That's the mystery of this show.
I'm not sure that we could say any of us.
Okay, fair enough.
If I'm not a buffoon,
You are one of them.
Then what are you?
I do not belong at this table.
So you are for sure, and it's down to one of us.
Yes.
Welcome to the Spitballers Podcast. Andy, Mike, and Jason back again. Your family-friendly weekly dose of nonsense coming your way. This show drops every Monday. You can download, subscribe, find us on Twitter, twitter.com/SpitballersPod. That would be at SpitballersPod. Spitballerspod.com is the website. And we're going to have some fun today. How are you guys doing? How's life?
Oh, man.
Just muse.
Life is so...
Wax poetic about your life.
Oh, man. Now a buffoon has to be poetic?
Yeah. Your magnum opus.
Okay. How do haikus work again?
Try that.
It's
don't answer
certain
him,
amount
Mike.
of syllables.
Okay.
Don't answer him and let him do a haiku.
Okay, here's my haiku. That I don't know what a haiku is. Here it goes.
575.
Oh,
two.
dang it. Dang you, Mike.
No, it's way better if you actually try to do
No,
it.
that's what I was excited that I didn't have to get it right.
No,
that I could just say
there's
anything
rules.
and I don't have to. Oh man,
Jason.
575. Okay, here we go.
This is poetry,
Poetry from Jason.
and this is serious.
No,
there are rules.
I went to PETA Jungle.
Did you realize that PETA is 2 syllables?
Oh man,
Not in this haiku.
because
looks like
you
we got another
already
buffoon at the
went
table.
over.
I
right.
went to P Jungle.
Okay, here.
And also, jungle is 2
Dang it.
Oh yes. All right. Well, I guess.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, for those who cannot see us, he is counting on his fingers these words with 2 syllables. He's just counting words.
That was my effort to show up,
Here's
Jason.
my here's my 5-syllable. I went to the bathroom today at noon. 5.
Wait,
5 syllables. 7 syllables is
Hold on.
I'm
Just let him go.
Okay,
Just let him go.
all right.
7 syllables is I love football and the draft breaks my heart today at noon. And then 5 syllables is
What is happening?
I need to go to bed right now. Nailed it.
That was rough.
I think one of the lines was appropriate.
If you think any of those lines were appropriate, you also were not counting on your fingers.
We're going to play some Would You Rather on the show today, dish out some life advice, and jump into, some very strong opinions that you may take my side on out there. That is the correct side of all debates on the show. Let's get into it.
Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather be compelled to high-five everyone you meet or be compelled to give wedgies to anyone in a green shirt?
Whew.
So this is important. If you're in this situation, what would you rather do? Would you rather be
Would you rather be the high five guy?
that is a lot of high fives. That is so many. There are hygienic concerns.
Hygienic
both of them.
concerns. There's hygienic concerns for wedgie. I am so strongly opposed to the act of the wedgie.
To the wedgie in general?
It's the 21st century.
When did that start?
It started in the caveman era.
They had underwear?
Yes. The first time someone put on underwear and we couldn't properly communicate, all we could do was draw pictures on a cave, that's when people thought it was funny to give other people wedgies of, here, I'm going to put my hand right near your Dumbledore, and then I'm going to try and get your garments right up your rectum.
I feel like what happened here is there was a loincloth, right, that just covered, and there was no way to wedgie. And then one day, someone connected it to the back, and it's like, hey, everybody, look, this is so much better. And then it's like, oh, yeah? You
And
think it's better, and then they lift.
Because back then, the shame was, I mean, you get a wedgie with a loincloth, your butt cheeks out. Your cheeks are free.
This is a wild world that we live in. So you are anti-wedgie. What is the ultimate goal of a wedgie? Like, what is the
humiliation?
But by what? Like, what is the end? Like, if you accomplish a perfect wedgie, let's say there's a person out there and they've been practicing for years. They know how to do wedgies to the maximum degree. What is a perfect wedgie accomplish? Is it pain? Do you bring them pain or just humiliation?
It's a but the pain is absolutely a byproduct because the ultimate wedgie is the underpants up over the forehead where it grips and does not just elastically snap back into place.
Half on the person wearing underwear that large.
Right, yeah. You just wash those a few times on hot, dry them for a while. You got to shrink those things down. The reason that's called the ultimate wedgie is because there's two camps, right? You got the camp where wedgies are funny, and you have the camp where wedgies hurt, and they're like a bully move. And so if you go ultimate, look, that's going to hurt. But that's pretty funny if someone's got their underwear all the way around.
Okay, so once it's around the forehead, it looks funny.
There you go.
Yes, because in cartoons it looks funny.
Camp 1 that thinks it's funny are the bullies.
Yes.
Camp 2 that thinks it's painful are the ones receiving the wedgies.
Yeah, the guys
Those
going
are the
around
camps.
Screaming O'Doyle rules. Those are the people, the cavemen. Those are
Mike,
the people who
you're
think it's
giving
funny.
everyone a high five then.
Because I have to. This is to keep my conscience clear.
Here's the thing with that, though. We all know those high five guys. And usually the high five guys don't have a rule where it has to always be forever. This is every single time you see someone, you've got to give them a high five. What about, what about serious situations? What happens when you show up at the funeral? And you're meeting people like up top. Up top, my
you're in
man.
the reception line. You're meeting the family, and each person gets a high five. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Number one, a funeral should be a celebration of life, so high fives should be encouraged.
Not every funeral.
Yes, it should. You got to celebrate that life, no matter what. And it's everyone you meet. I'm reading this as the first time I meet you, I give you a high five. Yes, walking down New York City street is going to be rough.
You're not really meeting those people.
I put my hate blockers on and I ignore
I
everybody.
believe the context is supposed to be everyone you come in contact
Yes,
to.
it has to be. Otherwise, it's a home run. You've got a high five. This is
high
every
five
time.
your friends or give wedgies to
But
everybody.
only the first time you meet them.
I'm going to go wedgies because I feel like I can. It says you're compelled to give the wedgie. I feel like I'm going to be able to hold up a document to this person and say, I really wish I didn't have to do this, but it's in the paperwork here. Please turn around.
Okay, what happens then when you meet Conor McGregor and he's wearing a green shirt?
Uh-oh.
Well, then he's giving me a wedgie right back.
You're getting a lot more than a
It's
wedgie.
a different kind of wedgie.
Just saying, there's going
I
to be
give a wedgie, I wake up.
There are a lot of people out there who can beat us in a fight. And those people are going to be wearing green shirts.
The community will get word of this, and no one's wearing green anymore.
You take the wedgie side, you're deceased in a week. This is happening. Then I'm high-fiving at your funeral.
Here's the thing.
I'm staying home.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember the last time I just saw someone wearing a green shirt. Not like, oh, there's some green. Who wears a green shirt? I'm taking the wedgies.
Who wears a green shirt?
I'm taking
Now
the
you're-
wedgies because
It's one of the colors.
It's your fault.
It is there. What are you wearing, a green shirt, brah?
Green is the best color.
Yeah, well, don't you come in here with it on. You go getting yourself a wedgie. Now, I will say this, St. Patrick's Day, I'm staying at home. St. Patty's Day, I will have
you
to.
get forearm cramps if you've chosen that one with the amount of wedgies you're dishing out.
Yeah, so I'm going wedgie.
Wedgie.
Andy, you're going wedgie.
Mike.
His name is Mike.
I'm high-fiving. This is principle. This is safety. This is the right thing to do as a human being.
I do love that
Banish all wedgies.
That the hygienics that Andy wanted was he was worried about the high fives, not about the pulling up your underwear
the
from
skid
another
marks?
person.
Skid marks are surprisingly hygienic.
Don't
Would
worry,
you-
it's safe.
It's like a dog's tongue, super clean. You can lick it all day long.
I hate people that say that. I hate them. They're not hygienic.
No, there's no
Dogs
way.
are licking toilets and toilet seats
and butts.
shoes and butts and ground and their own junk.
Oh, my dog is looking far worse.
Yeah, far worse than all the things I just said.
We named a really bad list of things.
Look,
what is your dog licking?
You didn't go straight to doo-doo.
Oh,
and
right.
My dog recently has figured out that apparently bird poop is a tasty treat.
Oh, no.
And this has never happened.
Oh, no.
My dog is 11 and just found out what candy tastes like.
But that's great news, though. That's really like
Your kids won't eat it now.
Well,
that's true.
You had a big problem with your son always loving the bird poop, and now you don't have to worry. But I'm just saying, like,
have you tried it? Don't knock it till you've tried it, Mike.
If I've got bird poop on my back, porch table or my walk up to the front yard, I don't want it there, and I don't want to have to hose it down.
What if the more color?
I need your dog.
What if the more colorful the bird is, the better it tastes?
I mean, it's scientifically
parrots.
speaking, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that where Fruit Loops come from?
But let dogs let dogs lick your
Toucan
face.
Sam.
Oh,
Toucan
man.
Sam.
They got him hooked up to a machine. They're just extracting.
Squeezing them out.
They're just feeding him hummus.
How did we get there from here from there? All right, yeah, I'm gonna move us on. Next one.
All right.
Would you rather be a super smart, ugly person or a beautiful idiot?
Well,
First off, beauty.
So we need
beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
No,
So
I was
I
gonna say
have
we
to-
need to go to the extremes here. So, would you rather be J.R.R. Tolkien or
Wait, J.R.
Martin?
I just
J.R.R. Tolkien.
the joke
Yeah.
was there and
Yeah.
I missed it because I combined two mythical creatures.
Oh man, I had no idea where
George
that was going.
R.R. Martin is where I was going, and now it's very
Oh,
mean. Now it's very mean.
George, why are you crushing George,
Dude, have you seen what? If you don't know who this person is, this is the author writer of the Game of Thrones series.
His hat game is on point.
His
I saw him without a hat, though, bro.
visual game
Troubles.
His mirror
Why you
game
being
is,
so
as I
mean?
call it, is not a fun one.
If
for
you
life.
notice, we called him super smart twice.
that is true. Super smart
Super smart.
and
So smart.
Not a looker.
This is mean.
So would you rather be George R.R. Martin or a beautiful idiot? And I mean, you're at the top of the list.
You're super dumb, but you're gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So I feel like right now what I have to do, since I am currently both gorgeous and super smart, is I've got to figure out which one do I need to sacrifice
Right.
from the way I'm already living.
That's what me and Mike were both thinking about you. Mm-hmm. Tough decision for you. What do you
I
go
think
with?
it's an easy decision. I think that I'm going to be an idiot that I'm just so attractive that I get whatever I want. And here's the deal. You always want, when there's a gorgeous person, the people around them that don't just hate them because they're gorgeous, they want them to be smart and talented. I think there's a benefit of the doubt where if I just try to keep my mouth shut, I think I'll get most of the things that I want.
If you're super duper smart, you know you're ugly.
Right.
If you are beautiful but an idiot, you don't know you're an idiot. It's kind of like, you're just not aware of the problem.
You're
and
not woke.
You're not woke. You're probably very excited about your life. You're happy with everything. You're naive like Jason.
Yes. You know what this question reminds me of? I don't know if you guys ever saw it. There was a 30 Rock episode where John Hamm was on there, and he's like this handsome guy, and he's a tennis pro. Except he sucks at tennis. He can't play it at all, but everyone's just fine with it because he's gorgeous.
He's a handsome
That's
man.
the life I want to live.
A tennis pro? A tennis pro life?
Yes, a tennis pro where I can just I can do everything wrong, and people say it's okay.
I'm going to be super smart because then I'm going to make all the monies.
Right.
First off. And then I'm going to be up in that gym. I'm going to be just shredded.
So you're saying if George R.R. Martin were to just work out a lot, that he'd be totally fine?
That doesn't make his head any smaller.
Maybe, but if the body, I don't know. I feel just mean destroying.
I thought you were
George.
going to say you'd be the super smart ugly person and just live the cave life because you don't like people anyway.
This is very, very true.
I believe you said on a recent show on the Fantasy Footballers that you were the Raphael.
Yes.
Cool but rude.
Yeah. I'm not actually rude. intentionally. People just read my face as being rude.
Your face sends people away.
Yeah, do you blame them or you
That's
for
a
those
great question.
situations?
Yeah, that's a you problem.
But that's not a you
how
problem.
you're perceived is in your control to some degree.
You know,
No.
I don't know if you're. Maybe Mike is not aware. So you're allowed to smile.
There are
at
social
people.
norms. Remember that high-fiving you were doing earlier? Mm-hmm. If you walk in a room and somebody offers you a 5 and you don't give them a 5 back, even if your heart's like, oh, I really like you.
So people
It's
need
still
to know.
mean.
People need to know. We need to take a time out here. So Mike's resting angry face is a legit,
It's a legit issue.
real problem. He looks so angry. He's not. He's totally he's the most chill guy you'll ever meet. He's always fine. He's always pleasant. You would not believe that if he's just sitting there. You're like, oh, dude, what is it? Hey, are you looking at me? Are you pissed at me?
Who died?
What did I do?
Who died?
I literally, this is a true story. The business that we used to run, we got complaints of people
Yes.
who thought Mike was pissed off at him
No,
because he did nothing. He
Like
just sat
reports
there.
to HR. People went to HR to tell them why is Mike so mad at me?
So now imagine this combo going back to the high fives where he's just staring people down with the hand in the air.
First
he's like,
off,
wait, do I?
Did our HR department bother to say, well, why do you think that? And they would just say, well, his face.
I think the HR department had also experienced it. They're like, oh, totally.
So but here's the thing. Here's the thing about the face. I am all about efficiency. And if it part of
efficiency for who?
myself.
For his face muscles.
Exactly.
Oh, I see what you're saying,
yeah.
Andy.
Yeah. No, I'm all about efficiency and doing as little as possible to get it done. And my face, I'm not going to use muscles on my face if I don't feel like I have to.
To
This
greet
is the
people.
most selfish 2 sentences I've ever heard.
I'm not going to use muscles on my face.
To greet people
Oh, I
because
know.
I'm all about efficiency.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not just a resting angry face. Maybe
You know-
it's a resting angry man.
I've just figured out who I am.
Oh,
The
A sad
no,
man.
no, from Silicon Valley, the owner of the venture firm, the lady,
oh,
gosh.
yeah.
where it's just everything is
Yes.
direct and she's not smiling and
She's very efficient.
Yes, we are in this
She
elevator
plopped the
together.
baby out and got right back to work.
yeah. So we are soulmates.
Time for some life advice.
Spitballers to the rescue.
This is a very important question. It comes in from @Jayhawker2011. Big fan of the Jayhawks. Hello.
But only back in 2011.
Correct. Yeah. Don't attach that date. That's not good. Hello. I own a private island, and I just released a ton of people into the jungle. Do I hunt the slow, fat ones first or the lean, tasty ones first? So I'm getting the implication that you need to also eat these people.
Are we eating?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Well,
until
He doesn't need to because he owns a private island.
Well, he
I
might
think
be
if he's
stuck
out
there.
here releasing people into his private island to kill them and worried about the flavor, I don't think it's a need-based thing. I think there's a little bit of desire
If
here.
you're worried about the flavor, that's a hint, Mike. That's a hint he's going to be eating them.
I was just saying that he needs to.
Now, here's the most surprising part to me. The lean ones are the tasty ones? Now, look, I've never tried this. I won't. Spoiler alert, not happening. I decided a long time ago to stick to animal meat.
We are animals, Jason.
Dang it!
I don't know if you know that.
I'm liberated. I can eat people. I never realized. Thank you, Mike.
Just what you
You're
needed.
welcome.
No, but, in my experience, aren't the fatty meats the delicious meats? So then it's like home run. That being said, like
Easy to kill, easy to eat.
I prefer, but then you have to worry about getting hunted back, right?
By the big ones?
By the athletic, in shape, lean ones
The-
who can move and hide and duck and dodge and.
I think they're lacking weapons.
Yeah, they're just released. You're the ones with the weapons. This is a Jurassic Park 2 situation.
Oh, this is the Pest with John Leguizamo, smash hit from the early '90s.
Your
did-
references,
Whatever.
they're
I
super
remember
mainstream.
I remember a movie like this with Chuck Norris.
Where he was hunted?
released people. He was.
What, Chuck Norris?
Chuck
No.
Norris was eating dudes?
Chuck Norris is not a bad guy.
People were being hunted. Is all I'm saying.
Well, maybe he was being hunted.
It got me. It got me as a young kid. I had bad dreams about it. The idea of imagine being released for a minute.
Okay.
Let's bring this home.
Yeah.
Imagine being released on an island. Maybe Jayhawk or 2011's island. All three of us. Who's he going to kill? What would that feeling be like going through your head?
Man, which one of us would make it on Jayhawker's Island?
We already know which one won't, Jason.
What?
I'm pointing at...
What? You're pointing at me.
It wasn't just me who pointed. Andy pointed as well.
You're both pointing at me, and you're
Yes.
so wrong.
You're surprisingly athletic.
I am surprised. I know I'm the fat one.
Okay, well, what are... I know
Fattest
I know you
of
are
us.
surprisingly athletic.
Mm-hmm.
How are your tree climbing skills currently?
My current tree climbing skills are, I would say, subpar.
Because I am very confident that I could shimmy to the top of the tallest
Really?
tree. Yes.
Really?
You
Yes.
got the strong inner thigh?
Yes.
Whoa, you're holding onto that bark with your thighs?
Well, I'm picturing,
That's a dedication to,
so clearly Jason doesn't know how to climb a tree.
I put the soles of my shoes will be on the
I guess I was
sides of that
picturing a
tree.
palm tree.
Palm
I'm
tree,
getting
you
up
got to go feet in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
And some thighs.
But you can't hide in a
Yeah,
palm
palm
tree.
tree, this is not a
It's
good
just
place to be.
Dude,
There he is.
I see you. You're just sitting
just-
on the... Oh, don't shake the tree. Do not shake the tree.
Start pooping some Fruit Loops.
Yeah. One coconut, two
Yeah,
coconuts,
at least you have weapons.
and a mic.
So,
and you're dead
this
because you
is-
just fell 30 yards.
If you've got to clear this island out, I imagine you want to go after the lean ones first. Use your energy when you've got it. And then the other ones, they'll tire out.
I'm imagining.
You'll probably find them in the various rivers, in caves. Expired.
So you think you don't even have to hunt the
don't-
fat ones?
I don't think you
Look,
have to-
they're lazy.
No,
They've got no skills or talents in life. They're
the
just
shaming
gonna.
happening
You're
on.
reading my answer into my answer.
After about 4 to 8 hours, they will die
4 to 8 hours, they'll expire.
because they're so fat.
Yeah, the question
I feel
says,
fat shamed here,
do
Andy.
I didn't say it. Do I hunt the slow fat ones was the question.
Yeah.
Our listeners.
Listen, Jayhawker.
Come on.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
feel fat shamed.
So no answer. No good answer. No defined scientific analysis.
I have, like Jason said, I don't know the taste of human meat, so I cannot comment.
If you could confirm that the taste of the lean ones was much better than the taste of the fat ones, would you prioritize your taste?
Or is this like a vegetable situation?
Explain.
Where you when you sit down with mom and pa.
We're animals, Mike. We're not
Right.
vegetables.
No. I understand that. But my analogy here is when you sat down for family dinner and it was, okay, you have to eat everything that's on your plate or you're not getting the slice of pie. Were you a person that started with the vegetables?
That's exactly right.
That's what I mean. The thing you don't want
Yes.
to eat, you get it out of the way.
How do you not go with Lucky Charms for this analogy?
So wait, the
You save the marshmallows
are the
for
charms
last.
the thin ones, and then the
Yeah.
the slow fat ones are the non-charms? What do they call the non-charms?
The marshmallows
The
or
non-marshmallows?
Yeah,
I think
what do
they
they
call
called?
those garbage. Like, you know what we found out? If you put marshmallows in this garbage, people will eat it.
They're actually just Cheerios.
Yeah, that's
They're pretty
basically
close.
what they just smash them to
Cheery
different
X's,
shapes.
though, right?
So the question is, Mike, how did you eat your Lucky Charms?
I didn't have Lucky Charms in my household.
Oh,
That
my
was- That was
goodness.
not allowed by my
Did you ever go spend the night at someone's house?
Oh, yeah.
And then get in on the Lucky Charms?
I did.
Wakes up at 3 in the morning,
I did
sneaks
do that.
downstairs.
Here's the difficult part of this question. I
It's just one.
am frequently ridiculed for my bad food takes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
it's true.
trying to hold a bad food take back right now.
Let us have it.
Lucky Charms suck.
Oh, come on!
They are terrible.
What?
They are bad. They are when it comes to a sugar cereal, you're making my point for me that there are marshmallows and then there's garbage.
Oh, my God.
When you can get a complete
No,
where
the
everything
truth is
great.
you would like a marshmallow for every like 3 of the garbage, and it's a perfect proportion.
You don't know good without bad. So the marshmallows can't be great unless you have the bad. But the marshmallows are lifted up by the lowly awfulness of the non.
You're talking to Fruit Loops fan over here.
Yeah.
That's his favorite cereal
Fruit
in the
Loops
world.
is everything in Fruit
Is
Loops
everything.
is great.
We've got to have like a cereal draft or a food draft so that the world can see how bad Mike's food takes are.
Mike's food takes are the worst.
Speaking of which, we have some awesome new segments coming up in the next few episodes. Definitely check them out. But we are going to be doing some head-to-head mock drafts of certain culture items that you like.
Culture items.
and just in case there's some
Foods,
listeners,
A lot of mold on them.
well,
characters.
there could be some listeners not aware of what a draft is. Maybe they're not a sports fan, where we will take turns picking the best of the best, and then we will assemble a team, and you'll vote.
That's what happened in the 70s, right, with the Vietnam?
Yes, exactly. A lot of people.
What?
A lot of people went to Canada.
This is the darkest joke ever told on this show.
Yeah,
a Vietnam draft joke?
A Vietnam draft joke
What
after
is
the
happening?
cannibalism question. Next question.
What is
At
happening?
Voodoo Rage DDS, so he's a doctor. If I'm a vegan and I do CrossFit, which do I bring up first when I meet people?
Oh man, that is tough because
My gosh.
look, if you do CrossFit, this is who you are. And
But the vegans are the worst as well.
man,
Well,
so if you
it's-
do both,
My thing is, I'm actually
No disrespect to the actual vegans out there, but you're the worst.
no. Well, I feel like I have joined the worst
oh,
because we have. I don't know if you've noticed. There's a movement that has replaced the vegans and the CrossFit.
and it's the ketoers.
It's the keto people, and I am firmly on. I feel like I am a part of it.
Explain what keto is
So-
to those unaware of your actions.
And just to interject, because of what Mike's saying is true, no one out there does not know what keto is. Because if you keto, you talk. First
Oh,
rule
gosh.
of keto is you talk about keto. Go on, Mike.
It's the ketogenic. It's like vegan. It's a diet where it essentially.
Except it's the exact opposite of vegan.
Well, I'm just
I
saying.
think
it's,
vegans would argue it's not a diet. Vegans would argue
It's a lifestyle?
It's a lifestyle.
Well, keto's a bit of a lifestyle
All right,
too.
give
I
it
don't
to
know if
us.
you know this, but the breaking it down is essentially it's a zero or very low carb and higher fat style of diet.
So you should have been instantly going after the slow fat ones.
yeah, you're
What
keto,
were you thinking?
man.
You're keto.
You need that high
Oh,
fat.
man.
You got to get the high fat.
Oh, my ketones would have been off the charts.
Yeah.
Human
Avocados.
human-induced ketones.
Did you call them human avocados? Did you just refer to fat people as human avocados?
I thought that one might have snuck through.
Not letting that one go. I feel like you just called me an avocado, which I don't know. I guess I'm not too
For the
disappointed
record,
with.
for the record,
You're-
it would be more of a bag of avocados.
Thanks, bud.
I thought we were saying like shape.
Yeah,
Like
well-
I'm a pear shape.
Right, a bag of avocados.
Jason is the shape of a bag of avocados.
Sorry, you were talking all about your cool diet and how cool you are.
Well, I mean, I apologize, sort of, because sorry, not sorry. I'm a part of the new movement. We are.
we are.
Yes, we are by far the most annoying trend in health and exercise that is happening.
The problem with these trends, but the problem with both the CrossFitters and the vegans and the ketos
Yes.
is that we feel like in this culture to like something and subscribe to it means you have to vilify everything else and give you I don't need you to send me the 67 articles you read on Keto Friends magazine telling me why eating 600 pounds of hamburger meat every day is the key to your life.
Yeah, you don't need an article. That's just delicious. You can know that just by living. LIVIN.
So I would go with the CrossFit. I'd tell them about the CrossFit.
I feel like I don't hear about it as much.
The CrossFit?
Yeah, I mean, I see them everywhere. Just down the street from our office, there are 3 to 4 CrossFit gyms that I could walk to right now.
Do you know what that means? The fact that you don't hear about it a lot? It means you don't know anybody that does CrossFit.
Maybe.
I know a lot of people that do CrossFit.
No.
You want to know how I know?
Because they tell you about it?
Because they do CrossFit.
Because they do cross. No,
And I
Mike
love
is
a
all
lot of-
about efficiency. He's not
Yes.
going to use his ears to listen to those around him.
Well, that would be a waste of energy.
That
That's
would be
true.
a waste of energy.
That's absolutely true.
Oh, my goodness. I thought I was going to add something there, but I'm just going to go ahead and skip over. Let's move on.
Hour favorite things.
I did see a person the other day. I was actually on the way to the gym. I work out. And I saw a person that was harnessed. They're just in the middle of the street, straight in the middle of the street, driving down the street, and he's harnessed to a tire.
Driving?
I was driving.
Oh.
This person was not. He harnessed himself to a giant tire, and he was walking down the street with a tire strapped to his back.
Did you drive by Alvin Kamara from the
No.
NFL?
No. And then I asked my trainer about it, and he said, it's a CrossFit person. That's a CrossFit
true.
thing. The
Hold on.
The tires are
Hold
really
on.
in it.
Is your trainer anti-CrossFit?
Yes.
Oh, we got some trainer-on-trainer crime.
Yeah, he is.
So is this? I wonder if this is a widespread thing.
People, let me just say this for the public service announcement.
just like doctors are very he's anti-keto too, by the way.
Public service announcement. If you participate in something, do something, like something, you do not have to hate the other side. We can all love each other.
I feel like you're saying this immediately after berating me for my food takes.
Well, yours is stupid.
Yeah.
Yours is
It's
like,
all
get
about
out of town.
whether it's earned.
Right, exactly. Yeah. If you've earned right. I don't arbitrarily hate you, Mike,
If
because
someone looks like an avocado, you have an obligation.
All right.
yeah. What
If this is the My Opinion Matters Most segment, okay? So this is all about, we're just continuing our ridiculous shaming of one another's opinions.
Let's just, find out more about us. What do we like?
If you had to pick a fictional universe to live in, what would it be? So some examples would be Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, whatever fictional universe. Mike, it might be the Blade Runner universe. He likes dark, morose, long things.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic. It's always raining. There's neon signs everywhere. Eternal night.
I know this is going to shock people, but the take on the worst movie of all time, Blade Runner, it didn't go over well. People
Yeah.
people didn't like
I'm
it.
shocked about that.
We got some feedback from the podcast. A few bad apples agreed with Mike.
Uh-huh.
So I'll hop in here and say this, you can live anywhere. I love the the medieval times vibe, especially with magic, right? I would I want
Just like the real medieval times.
just like in the
Back when Merlin
1500s.
was around.
Right, exactly. Now you get me. I love that. But I think something has happened recently that has precluded me from going what I appear that to me is back in time. I realized that we are right now living in the future.
Okay.
Like growing up as a kid, I just dreamed about I'm going to play a video game, but someday I'll be in the game. And then I got an Oculus Rift, and I'm in Skyrim, and I can look around. It's like I'm on the holodeck of the Star Trek. And then I walked upstairs, and I told my Alexa, I was like, Alexa, turn the lights on, and it listened. My house is listening to me when I get out of my world video game, and I can't undo tech. I can't get tech out of my life.
So you want a fictional universe that moves forward.
I have to go to the future.
I was going to say medieval times is trouble. You are dead. Everybody's dead. If you're not the king,
But the king dies a lot.
but the king dies,
Yeah, you don't want to be king.
the queens all die, everybody beneath the king
You
dies.
just have to be the greatest swordsman.
You have to be the wizard,
There you go.
obviously. So, but the Game of Thrones universe, everybody dies. I think I want out of that.
Yeah, no thank you.
The Lord of the Rings universe, I feel like it's still pretty dark. I mean, it's still a tough time.
Well, if you
You
were...
got people with hairy feet running everywhere.
I'd say it seems like a delightful life to be a
If you
hobbit.
live in
in the Shire?
in the Shire,
I know mine. I've got mine picked out.
Okay, let's hear it, Jason.
It's excellent.
is it
I'll give you-
is it the Lego universe?
Let me give you clues, and we'll see if the listeners can the Lego universe.
Everything's
that would
awesome.
be awesome. That's a great idea. I could build whatever I want. I would definitely be a master builder. But no, here I'm gonna give some clues. See if you can get it. All right, it's in the future.
Okay.
Okay,
Space Jam.
the world. No, strike one. The world is very safe.
Super safe?
I am. There's virtually no crime.
Why is it safe?
There's just no crime. People have become great. There's no terrible thing holding us down.
Meet the Robinsons' future.
Nope.
Dang it.
All right.
I don't have a guess yet.
Here's the clue that I know it'll give it away from Mike. All the restaurants are Taco Bell.
Oh,
Every restaurant
is this Demolition Man?
This is Demolition Man, baby. I mean, if you only have to watch out for Wesley Snipes, one bad guy in the whole world.
But to be fair, Simon Phoenix is a force to be reckoned with.
Dude, I've got the future. If I get in an accident in my car, it's just gonna fill up with foam and I'm fine. I love it.
Yeah.
That's my destination.
That's your fictional.
You mean you like the fash? What about the 3 seashells, Jason?
Dude,
The three seashell situation.
if you don't know how to use the 3
when you're in the
seashells.
bathroom, somehow you have to clean yourself with 3 seashells.
Only on a number 2.
I have never seen Demolition Man.
I'm not surprised.
You uncultured swine.
My movie takes are similar to Mike's food takes, apparently.
Terrible.
Well, the difference though is
I just haven't
are
seen
oblivious.
it. I'm an uncultured.
you somehow missed the prime action movie era.
Now, you seem to be, Mike, the most conservative with your children in terms of movie watching.
Yes.
Of this group.
Yes.
And yet you had seen all of these movies that definitely came out at the time when you were super young.
No, we're talking high school age.
yeah.
Demolition Man?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to? I can vet it right now. I didn't see it in the theaters. I can tell you that.
Like, I couldn't even see Jurassic Park in theaters.
Demolition Man was. I was 10 years old when it
There
came
you go.
out. I didn't see it when it first came out. I saw it on the VHS.
Plus, the PG-13 thing was different back then.
Yeah, that's true.
It definitely
PG
was.
meant people
Movies
are going to
were-
die, blood's everywhere, and
people-
there's a lot of cuss words and boobies. PG.
Yeah.
They were in cartoons. Man, I've gone back through the Netflix on the cartoons, and you have to look at the date because if it's pre-2000, there are some salacious things happening in these cartoons.
You do not want to watch an R-rated movie from that time
Nobody
period.
thought that there were salacious things back then.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't realize it.
Oh, of course.
It's now that you realize it.
Yes.
All right, where are you
I
guys living?
really admit that. I've got to be – space travel is kind of the one thing.
It's crucial for you.
Oh, man,
that-
I'm missing that.
That's if I could do anything in the world, I want to explore the universe. Unfortunately, my motion sickness would not allow me to do that. I'm well aware.
Nasal spray.
I'm well aware that being an astronaut was not in the cards.
Are there
for
space
me.
allergies, Mike? Because you might need to look into
I've
that.
got. It doesn't matter.
So
I
you-
have them all.
So you are going Space Jam.
But
is this correct?
Is Michael Jordan, Larry
No.
Johnson.
it's a vanilla answer, but I gotta go with Star Wars.
So you'd rather just for the fictional universe to live your life, and you'd rather be in the Star Wars universe than like the Star Trek universe?
Yes,
I feel like Star Trek universe is way safer.
I totally
Like they're
agree.
so buttoned up. They've got they can transport
The thing
themselves. They don't have to fly.
the thing is, Star Wars has everything that this nerd boy needs: space travel, future tech, and magic.
Yeah, and lightsabers.
And lightsabers. I mean,
See,
there's a lot going
Star
on.
Trek is the dad answer to this question because essentially in the Star Trek universe, you are slowly flying around with very competent captains, and then you can get a glass of Earl Grey tea at any time you need it.
Are they competent? There's a lot of lower level.
Jean-Luc's got it on lockdown.
A lot
He'll
of
keep me-
lower level people dying.
He'll keep me safe.
Better be on that Enterprise.
You better not be a red shirt.
All right, final question of this fine episode. By the way, don't forget to listen, subscribe next week. Well, now. Subscribe now. Listen next week.
That's
If you do it in
better
the
advice.
reverse order, that's fine too. What are your favorite moments from the cinematic masterpiece Titanic is the final question of the day.
I've got some stories for this one.
This is perfect from the previous question, considering some of the contents of this movie that were
Yeah, so
exposed to my young teenage eyes.
and those moments
And I do mean exposed.
I did not know were coming.
You did not know they were coming?
No, because I saw the movie with my parents.
Oh, no! No!
So there is a particular scene involving art.
Involving what?
Art.
But my body!
Please stop. But that first of all, that scene is in there, And if
There we go. Oh, the windows are fogging up.
Watching a movie like that at that age. So did your parents knew this? Were they looking at you at the moment it happened?
Well, I don't know. Look, my peripheral vision completely shut off.
Do you stare straight or do you stare down?
Oh no, you
don't move. This is not happening.
Yeah, you don't move, and you have to leave your body. Your soul has to transcend into a different place while this is happening. Because this is back then.
These Sour Patch Kids are very delicious.
I mean, there's no internet. You don't know what's about to happen. You only know because your friends told you that this was in the movie. That was the one part where that was very unfortunate. The actual fun part was towards the end of the movie. The ship sinks, and
Spoiler!
I know. I'm trying not to upset anybody, but you know how the one half of the ship eventually flips up in the air, and there are just people falling, just to their doom.
Oh yeah.
Well, I start making noises like ooh ah ooh, and I get my mom to just lose her crap in the movie theater. So my very conservative Midwestern mother is laughing hysterically
at all this death,
at these bodies
at
falling,
these bodies flying.
When the one pings off the
propeller.
propeller.
That's the best part.
Oh man, my mom was dying.
Give me the sound that you made when that hit the propeller.
I think I went with "That's Gonna Leave a Mark" or something of that effect.
Boing. Oh,
that's
man.
pretty funny. So you went right into comedy mode on your first viewing of that.
Yes,
you were.
And that's really become a tradition for
anytime I see people getting you should have watched me and John Wick.
Okay, no.
I was just ping pong.
No, but here's the deal where I apparently transformed this, but my friends and I in high school, we would intentionally go to movies we have already seen, find the most inappropriate part to laugh at, and we would laugh hysterically.
You're just the jerks ruining the movie for everyone else.
Yeah, I was a high school.
We all
kid,
did stupid things in high school,
and that's what we did. So lots of looks from people.
Oh my goodness.
I have one particular story that I'm going to hold back for now.
You're not allowed to do that
because I was going to tell it. But then I realized how bad it actually is, and I'm going to...
So you're going to vet it.
I'm going to hold it back for now.
So listen to next episode. Next episode, we might have Mike's really bad story.
Jason, do you have any kind words or thoughts for our listeners before I shut down the show?
Yes. Thank you all for listening. We welcome you as part of this community that we are building. Look, we're just three dads having fun, trying to make the week more entertaining.
Ping pong,
ping pong, and you know we're so thankful that you guys listen. Please subscribe, drop a 5-star rating.
Yeah,
we'll read some on the show here in a minute, in a couple weeks.
Very similar to a minute.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a New York minute. It's like a New Mexico minute.
Yeah,
it just takes forever.
Yeah, like Blade Runner.
Yeah. Oh, got him.
It's not long enough.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, I am convinced that you Blade Runner.
What?
Sympathizers
Sympathizers
would have it. Sympathizers would have it about 10 hours long.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.